Every year, millions of car owners overfill their engine oil, and most have no clue they just made a serious mistake. It usually starts with good intentions, just a little more to be safe. But that extra could lead to foamed up oil, blown seals, clogged sensors, and surprisingly long-term engine damage. The worst part is most engines will still run just fine, right up until they don't. In this video, we're breaking down what actually happens when you go past that max line, from the first subtle warning signs to the actual solution. So, before we answer this question, let me explain you what counts as overfilling. Is it a few extra drops, half a cup, or a whole quart? Let me tell you, your engine doesn't freak out over a tiny splash above the max line. In fact, manufacturers build in a buffer zone, kind of like the caution tape before things really go sideways. But the danger creeps in when that extra oil starts looking like a free refill at a fast food joint. If you've added more than half a liter above the maximum mark on the dipstick, especially in smaller engines, you're officially in the overfill zone. Because your engine isn't a soup pot, it doesn't need more to run better. It's a precision machine, and even that small overage can turn into a pressure cooker situation. The oil level might rise high enough to meet the crankshaft, and once that spinning beast starts churning through the oil like a blender, things get messy, fast. Foaming, aeration, and pressure buildup aren't just technical buzzwords, they're red flags waving at your engine's internal health. And here's where it gets sneaky. You might not even know you've overfilled. Many modern cars don't have dipsticks anymore. They rely on digital sensors that can delay warnings. So while you're thinking, I topped it off for safety, your engine might be whispering, "Help me, I'm drowning." That's why knowing what actually counts as overfilling is the first step to avoiding costly mistakes. What happens when you overfill? Picture this. Your crankshaft, spinning at thousands of RPMs, is now slapping into a pool of excess oil like a kid doing belly flops into a bathtub. And no, that's not a good thing. Every splash creates foam. Every foam bubble robs the oil of its main job, lubrication. Instead of smooth, silky oil gliding through the engine, you've now got frothy chaos. That foam, it traps air. And oil with air in it can't lubricate properly. It's like trying to butter toast with whipped cream. It spreads, but it doesn't protect. It results in metal-on-metal contact, faster wear, overheating, and eventually, if ignored, catastrophic engine damage. But wait, it gets worse. The excessive pressure from the overfill doesn't just stay polite and keep to itself. It pushes oil past seals, into the intake system, into the exhaust, even into the catalytic converter, where it can clog, damage, or destroy one of the most expensive parts on your vehicle. Oh, and that breather hose. It turns into a geyser. And the most dangerous part is, your car won't always give you a warning right away. It may still run, idle, and drive, while internally suffering a slow, quiet meltdown. So, while you might think a little extra oil is extra protection, what you're actually doing is flooding the engine's defenses and gambling with its lifespan. But don't worry, because what we are going to discuss next can save you from engine damage and catch the problem earlier. What are signs that you have overfilled? An overfilled engine doesn't always scream for help, it whispers. And if you don't know the signs, you could miss them until it's too late. So, what should you watch for when your oil level creeps past the max line? First, blue or white smoke from the exhaust. That's your engine's way of telling you, hey, I'm burning oil, not fuel. The excess oil can slip into the combustion chamber or the exhaust system, creating a tailpipe smoke show that looks more like a fog machine than a car. Then there's the smell, that thick, bitter scent of burning oil that sneaks into your cabin vents. If it smells like something's cooking under the hood and you haven't ordered takeout, that's a red flag. Next, you might notice oil leaks around the engine. Overfilling causes internal pressure to build up, forcing oil past gaskets and seals like toothpaste out of a tube. Your engine's behavior might also shift. You could get a rough idle, random misfires, or sluggish throttle response. All because foamed up oil isn't doing its job. And in some cases, you might even trigger a check engine light, or an oil pressure warning, especially in newer cars with sensitive sensors. And here's a sneaky one: oil coming out of the dipstick tube or breather hose. If your engine starts acting like a volcano, it's not trying to impress, it's drowning. So if your car starts smoking, stinking, leaking, or just running weird after an oil change, chances are you gave it too much love. So now you've overfilled your engine oil, and you want to avoid the damage that it is going to do. Let's figure this out. What to do if you've overfilled your oil? So you've peaked at your dipstick, and that oil level is way above the max line. Maybe you got a little too enthusiastic with the jug. Don't panic, but don't drive off either. If you catch it early, you can fix it without needing a mechanic or racking up repair bills. First option, use an oil extractor pump. These handy tools slide right down the dipstick tube, and with a few pumps, you can suck out the excess oil with surgical precision. No mess, no crawl. Under the car drama. So, your next option is the drain plug method. But be warned, this is not for the faint of heart. Once you crack open that drain bolt, the oil doesn't trickle out. It jets like it's been waiting all day. It's nearly impossible to remove just a tiny amount without it turning into an accidental full oil change. So if you go this route, be prepared to drain it all, measure it, and pour the right amount back in. Use a new washer on the plug too. Leaks love old crush washers. And here's what not to do. Don't assume the oil filter will help. People think unscrewing the filter will release some oil. It won't. Oil filters aren't reservoirs, they're flow-through devices, and removing one might just make a mess without actually solving your problem. Most importantly, don't drive if you suspect serious overfill. Even a short trip can turn that extra oil into a blown seal or a smoking engine bay. Fix it first. Then check your oil again after a short idle to make sure the level is right. A little effort now can save your engine later. It's not about being perfect, it's about catching it before your car starts smoking like a BBQ grill at full tilt. And let me tell you common oil myths that you should never fall for. Myth 1. More oil means more protection. More is better, but not in this case. Your engine isn't a sponge. It doesn't soak up what it doesn't need. Overfilling actually reduces protection by turning the oil into foam, which can't lubricate properly. Myth 2. It's okay to overfill a little. You'll burn it off. Not true. Modern engines are not designed to burn off excess oil like your granddad's old beater. Excess oil can slip into the combustion chamber, clog the catalytic converter, or gunk up sensors long before it burns off. Myth 3. You'll notice if there's a problem, but in reality, you might not. Engines can run just fine with overfilled oil, until they don't. Damage from foamed up oil happens silently and slowly, and by the time symptoms show up, it's already cost you. So next time someone says, a little extra won't hurt, you'll know better, and so will your engine.